Okay.
Turn on, move stuff around.
You want it on or close?
You put it. I would put that white thing here, otherwise things are gonna fly out of it. And then on. Probably gonna have to shake it around a little because the blade is stuck on what's in the bottom.
Okay. Now you mean like shake it around, like literally shake it around?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Don't take it out. Okay. I might have to take it out. Okay. Now this is the fun part. Let's see if I can get the food processor to work again like I did before.
Cooking pizza isn't hard, it's making the food processor work.
It's always the thing that gets me. It's not locked in.
Come on.
This is why I messed with it before we started.
That's it all the way through?
Mm-hmm. Just to lock in place or it won't. It won't even turn on if it's not locked in place. Okay, so this needs to go that way. And then this.
There it is.
Aha!
Let's turn it back.
Turn it back the way we had it. All right, we're gonna have to get in there and move it around.
It smells like a pumpkin up in here. When you're getting seeds out of a pumpkin, that's what it's reminding me of. Childhood memories.
I don't remember getting seeds out of a pumpkin until I was older, and then I realized how disgusting it was and I made Mark do it. It became the mantra. Oh no, you have to do that. I think we overfilled the processor. I might have to take
some of it out.
Some big chunks. Yeah, we're gonna put the little pieces in there. What is the snow? Oh, we can probably put that. You see, this is what you want. This consistency, so it looks like snow. These big pieces, we're gonna have to run through again.
Interesting.
Yeah. Because once it's all mashed up and then you add the other stuff, it becomes a lot. I mean, it becomes like a dough. good. But I'm gonna. Awesome. Okay, so we're gonna get all the snow out that we've made. And then we're gonna sift through.
Can you do something like this with other vegetables?
I don't know. I've never tried it with another vegetable. The problem is that some of them don't bind well.
Okay.
So that's an experiment for another day. Go ahead. It's okay if you get some of the snow back in. It won't hurt it to mash it again. That's a stem. There you go.
I have to put it back on.
Now we get to figure out how it works again. Okay, so you have to make sure all the little pieces are gone. Oh, there's another giant piece. Sifting through. Okay, let's try this. If you want to sift through and see if you can find any more, you're more than welcome to. Right, there's some right there.
It's rather cold.
What did you expect? Warm cauliflower?
You know, that's a very good question. I didn't know what I was expecting.
There, that's locked on. Let's see if we can. Haha! Success! Is when it's pureed, you see how it turns this kind of, when it's the snow, it turns this kind of yellowish white.
Right.
Well, you can see in between all of that bright white pieces, those are pieces that did not get broken up enough. See?
See, I was just looking for anything like that felt. Empty it. If it's starting to not turn anymore?
Yeah. We should. Here, wait, before you do that, let's move stuff around with the spatula and see if we can get it. Let's empty this one.
Which way are you supposed to twist? That way?
I think, yeah. I think it twists towards you. There you go. Spatula.
like some good snow right there.
See? That's what you're looking for. That's perfect.
It's some once in a lifetime Texas snow.
You get to snow more often than we do.
That's true. That's very true.
You know, we had this winter, we had, I don't know, an inch of snow that stayed on the ground, and the boys were out playing in it like it was the blizzard.
I think the most snow we've had was 8 inches. And all the power went out. Fireplace became the main source of warmth. It was fantastic.
Oh, they're not enticing me to move this up north, just so you know.
And it was also the same week I was just got off of surgery on my arm, so I
Oh,
was still on pain meds and I was feeling great.
I bet you were. I'm gonna have to pull the. I'll have to get more. There you go.
Perfect.
Okay. There. All right.
Down to a system.
Mm-hmm. Between the two of us, we can do this.
Ready for a turn on?
Yep. So we have snow. It's about 6 cups, give or take. And yes, that was a longer process than it should have been, but we learned some things. You know, everybody's food processor is different. So sometimes when you're cooking in somebody else's kitchen, you just gotta go with it.
Go with the flow.
Right?
I mean,
then-
I've never cooked in somebody else's kitchen.
Oh,
Actually, I have, but I guess it was like the family member's kitchen, so.
you're a family member?
Okay, never mind.
It's using utensils that you haven't used before.
That's true.
You know, and I'm partial to things that I've used often, like my mixer. I don't like to use other people's mixers. Even though my mother-in-law has a really good mixer.
Won't use it.
I will use it, but I'm not always happy about it. All right, so now we are going to stick this in the microwave, our cauliflower snow, for 4 minutes until it's really hot, and then we are going to let it cool off enough that we can drain all the water. You know how you feel how it's really wet? Mm-hmm. You want to get all that out.
All right, you said 4
So
minutes?
first, microwave 4 minutes. And while it's heating up, we're going to clean up the mess in here.